Hello, everyone. Hello. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Who's this? Hello, everyone. I can see you. So, have you done your test? We have Azza, Iman, and Shireen. Have you done the test?
Yes.
Okay. And you checked your answers? I sent the answer sheet. Great. What about Iman and Shireen? Are you done?
Yes, of course, Mr. Hussein. Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so we're waiting for 1 more minute so that if anyone is going to join us, we still miss the other Iman and Susan, who were always with us. But I don't know how they come, if they are coming.
No, I'm Iman, who always with you.
I know, we have two.
Yes, because my partner.
Yes.
Okay.
So here, of course, we faced some difficulty while doing this listening test because it's different from the other two ones that we did last time.
Yes, because of the map.
Yes, the map. The map is the most difficult part in the listening test. So if you're going to do the test and you found the map, so you would consider yourself to be an unlucky person.
It's right.
It's really difficult.
Yes.
So here, I'm gonna open the chat for you because I just disabled it. Now you can chat if you would like to write something. We're waiting for 1 more minute, then we go. So I don't know, Azza, I guess that you attended the session with me before, but Shireen, is it your first time?
Yes, I think.
Great. So you know our system. Now I'm talking to Shireen. We're having a look at the audio files, the audio script, and you have a red square around some sentences. I would like you to study these sentences. However, you'll find red squares only in the first part, but in the second part, you'll find green ones. And the green ones, because we have the map and we have the section 2 and 3, and they are very confusing, the green square represents that here they mentioned more than one of the choices that we have. That's why some people choose wrong ideas or wrong things. So let's go now. I'm gonna share my screen with you. So I would like you to get ready. If you don't have any noise at the background, feel free to unmute yourselves because I would like to hear your ideas. Why did you choose this, or have you chosen this one, A or B or C? So as a kind of interaction, if you don't have any background noise, unmute yourself. So
Hussein, can I?
would you repeat this, please?
Okay, I didn't attend the last session. I need the session.
I posted the video. I sent you the link.
I didn't find it.
Okay, you may send me a message on WhatsApp and I'll send the link directly to you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. We have the recorded sessions for the 2 sessions that I have given you. And this session will be recorded, inshallah. It's recording. We're recording it now. Hopefully we can have the recording after we finish. Okay, so now let's go. Yes. Share. Who is sharing? As I said before, and I'm repeating this now so that you remember, whenever you have a red square, that means I would like you to study this expression or sentence. But this is for the first part only, because starting from the first green one, I didn't highlight any sentence. You have to do this yourself. Okay, so let's go. Here, this will be extremely difficult because I don't have the question sheet. So I don't have the questions. If you have printed the questions, you can just talk and say what was the question. So we started with the example, and they said that they are in the food studio. So we moved to number 1. Section 1, the whole section 1 was extremely easy. It was never difficult, never, except from 1 or 2 points that were somehow confusing, but they weren't that difficult. So number 1, they went straight. They said, where is number 1? Yes, here. So they also show how to choose them. This is number 1. I don't think that anyone had made a mistake concerning this point. So the next one, you may lose concentration. You might have lost concentration while listening. So if you didn't get this correctly, then you didn't hear it at all. It's also easy, as he said, and could I get a private lesson there? Private lesson. The third point here was maybe you felt some confusion when are you going to write only 20 or you're going to write 20%? But this confusion maybe lasted for like 3 seconds before you decide to write 20%. Is that true, or you found it easy?
Excuse me, Mister, I put it in a mathematical figure. You know, the a percentage.
You wrote percentage?
Yes, that هي علامة البرسنت.
Did you say percentage? Oh, the sign itself?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I would like you to stick to what you hear, because this is IELTS. You don't write what you think the answer is. You write what you hear. Okay?
Okay.
Great. So number 4 was extremely easy, to get some healthy food. Yes, this is easy. I don't think there is any idea about this one. Number 5 is the same. It's so easy when he said bones, to make your bones strong. Even the number 6 lecture, so easy. Nothing wrong about that. So we come to the point that usually confuse the people, which is how to spell the name. If you are a patient person, you listen to the spelling and you write it. But if you are in a hurry, you just write it yourself, and this may cause you lose 1 point for nothing. So it's Arista, Aritza, and they spelled it. And vegetarian. I guess that some people may write the word in a wrong, they misspell the word. I hope that you didn't fall in this problem and you wrote the word vegetarian correctly. And then number 9 is the market. It's an easy one. Number 10 and the last one is the knife. The knife. So this is the first section. We faced just two spelling problems with the name of the Aritza and vegetarian. We just went through some confusion with either I should write 20% or 20 only. and we handle this as we said that you should write what you hear. Now, any questions concerning one? MashaAllah, we have 9 out of 10. Perfect. Perfect. Yes? Any idea? Any confusion? Would you like to ask about anything? Okay. So no one wrote anything. Now we go to section 2. Section 2. Welcome, Iman. Section 2. Section 2 starts with 3 questions in the first part, then 7 in the second part. And the 3 questions were, let's see here. From this part, I started highlighting, or I started putting the words or the passage, the paragraphs into green boxes. Can anybody tell me what does this green box mean? What did I say about it? Hello? What does this green rectangle represent? No answer? Okay, I said this twice in the beginning, but I don't mind saying it another time. This represents that this part is very confusing. We may be confused and we may get the wrong answer. Why? Because they mentioned more than one of the choices that we had. So let's go here. Has anyone printed the questions, the question sheet? Has anyone printed it? If you
actually no, I use the laptop.
Yeah, okay. So because I have, you know, the PDFs open only one file. So if you have the question in front of you, you may tell it to me because I don't have it. In the last 2 times, I had the questions in paper, so I could say the question and discuss the answer. But now I have only the answer in front of my eyes. So, okay, let's go for number 11.
Okay. I can tell you the question.
Yes, please.
Okay, number 1, why are changes needed to traffic system is in Granford? Number 1, number A, number of traffic.
Say the choices, just the question. The sentence.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So we have some new regulations. Why? What is the need for this? Some of the people who did the test may choose answer A or answer C, but the answer is really B. That's why it's very confusing here. Look at the box. They mentioned everything. Let's read this. So why do we need to make these changes here? Why are we going to have new regulations for the traffic? Well, we're very aware that the traffic is becoming an increasing problem. I think this was A, I think. Iman may correct me. So there is an increasing problem for the problem of traffic. It's been especially noticeable that with the increase in heavy traffic was mentioned, I guess, while they have been building the new hospital, but it's the overall rise in the volume of traffic of all kinds that's concerning us. This is answer B. It's the overall rise in the volume of traffic. It's becoming extremely congested. Streets are full of cars and other stuff. Today, there has not been any increase in traffic accidents. They choice C was about accidents. I think, as far as I remember, there is a choice.
No, the type of vehicles on the road have changed. Number C. Number B, the amount of traffic on the road has increased.
Yes.
Number E, the number of traffic accidents has risen.
Yes, perfect. So a number of accidents is letter A, and here they said to date there is not been an increase in traffic accidents. He mentioned the answer. That's why some people may choose A. Has anyone chosen A? No one? Okay. So we go to next one. The question, please, Iman.
Okay, Mr. In a survey, local residents particularly complained about danger. Number 8, danger. خلاص.
Okay,
خلاص.
thank you so much. So in a survey, there was a survey. They asked people about their opinion or about their problems. And in the survey, people complained. What kind of complaint did they make? Let's see. The answer is C. But you may confuse it with A or B. A or B. If you choose B, that means that you didn't hear. You were like absent-minded. Then you hear a word, then you choose B. But if you choose A, that was a bit close. But the answer is C. So here, let's say question 12. We recently carried out a survey of local residents, and the responses were interesting. People were concerned about the lack of visibility of some roads due to cars parked. Because there are some cars which parked on the road, the drivers can't see well. That's why they have started, or they complained along the seasides of the roads. But here, they mentioned the school because there is a choice about school. With expected complaints about the congestion near the school. He's talking about themselves. He's saying that we expected people would complain about schools, but they didn't. When the parents are dropping off their children or picking them up, but that wasn't top of the list. It was a complaint, but it wasn't the main one. And nor were noise or fumes. Fumes, I guess, is letter C. Nor the fumes, nor the school congestion. It was only because of the visibility. We can't see well. Any questions? Can you see here? They mentioned the 3 choices in the same box. So if you weren't fully awake, if you were like you lose your concentration for seconds, you lose the point. You don't have any other choice. Iman, you were about to say something?
Yes, okay. I lost this point. I make it A, not C.
Yes.
Okay.
A was
okay.
for the school, right? For school.
No, the parents.
Yes, parents and school. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes, it's school. Yes, okay.
So, and C was about the fumes and the pollution, maybe, or noise. Okay. So we go to number 13, and number 13 was
according to the speaker, one problem with the new regulation will be.
According to the speaker, the regulations.
Yes. One problem with the new regulations will be.
So they have created some regulations, some new instructions. But the speaker feels that there will be a problem. Which problem? He mentioned the police, he mentioned the local people, and what was the last choice?
Rising money to pay for them.
Yes. The 3 options were spotted here.
Mentioned.
And I have boxes.
Mentioned.
Yes, they are mentioned. That's why people may choose C. Fewer people will choose A, but most people either B or C, and the answer is B. So here, we think these new traffic regulations would make a lot of difference. This is, the impact will be great, but we still have a long way to go. We have managed to keep our proposals with the budget. So the issue of the money is out, because they said that the council will cover this. So they have no problem with money, with finance. So letter A is out. But of course, it's no good introducing new regulations if we don't have a way of making sure that everyone obeys them. So this is the answer. I'm not going to give you some instructions, and I know that you're not going to follow them. Okay? And the last one, which is the area with the idea with the police, there is an area we are still working on with the help of the representatives from the police force. So the police is already helping them. That's why C is not correct. So this part was extremely confusing, And I would like to know how many grades did you get? How many marks did you get? Yes. We have Iman, Azza, Faiz. Any ideas? Yes, we have an answer here. Okay, Iman lost 1. MashaAllah, Azza got the 3. Okay, Faiz, have you done the test, Faiz? I would like you to give me your ideas so that I know if we're on the right track or not. Okay, so now we come to the most difficult part. So we must have a look at,
please.
we must have a look at the,
Mr. Latin.
yes, map.
Please, Mr. Latin.
Sorry? Have you said something?
Yes, I want to ask you how to improve myself in IELTS in listening. It's too difficult to me.
It's difficult because you
Yes, I try to answer IELTS listening, but I don't have a full mark or good mark.
Okay, so now we have to differentiate between you're making mistakes because you have poor concentration span, or you don't even listen. When you listen, you don't comprehend what you're listening. These are two different ideas. Yeah, Imam. I guess that you have poor concentration span because you lose your concentration. You often lose
Yes.
concentration.
Sometimes I'll
Yes.
Yes, sometimes I lose my concentration. Also, I don't hear or listen what they say.
That must happen. That must happen. That sometimes you don't listen, you don't comprehend what are they saying. But mostly because of your poor concentration span, when the conversation goes long, you're totally lost. That's why I expect that while you're listening to the map instructions or while they were talking about the map, I guess that you didn't hear anything. Why? Because you were lost in the first two ones, and that may cause you to be disappointed or something. So you may have found it the most difficult part. So let's check that. I have to look at the map. Why? Because it's the most difficult type of question you'll ever meet in the IELTS test. People get lost, though they have the map. Why? Because they don't locate themselves in a good position so that they control the whole map. You have some time before they say the conversation starts. So you have to get a starting point and you have to know the directions. So here normally we have two streets, the high street and the school road. So these are the two roads, the two streets, the two places that we have. So you have to know that you're not going to talk about any other idea. And you have numbers, and you know that these numbers are for the new traffic lights or the pedestrian crossing or the parking allowed place. So number one, I advise you to choose a starting point. You're going to choose it. You expect where do they start, but they are going to tell you where to start. So just keep it in your mind that you have high street and school road. In the high street, I have a bank, library, supermarket, chemist. While in the school road, I have only the school and the supermarket. So although the map is extremely difficult, it's so simple at the same time. Once you control the map and you study the map, you know what do we have there, then you're going to answer correctly everything. Okay? So I would like you, as I usually say, to divide the map into 4 parts: north, south, east, west. But here we have only 2 parts. So you're going to say high street and school road. These are the 2 main points that you have to put in your mind because they are going to mention it while they are talking. Now let's go to our part. We're in question 14. What did they ask about? They ask about the traffic lights. Look what makes it even more difficult. We're reading, I'll tell you now. Okay, so this is the slide shows a map of the central area of Granford with the high street in the middle and the school road on the right. Now he's giving you directions. He's locating you. He's telling you, look here, you have the high road, I think, the high street in the middle, and the school road on the right. So you start from the high street. We already have a set of traffic lights in the high street at the junction with the station road. Look how he's making you confused. He said that he's telling you some instructions, some directions, and if you're not going to pay attention, you think this is the answer. So you go with the high street, with the conjunction with the station road, and you may choose the first one, which is, I guess, F or something. Iman, what is this one? It's the high school with the station road, not the school road. Which letter is this, Iman?
I think it's I.
No, you don't have the questions in front of you?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
Number one, new traffic lights. New traffic lights.
Yes. Look at the map. Look at the map. You have the high road, and on your left, there is the station road. And you have a letter there. Is it F?
Number A.
A. Okay. So
yes.
people who will choose A, they choose it because of this. They say that we already have a set of traffic lights in the high street at the junction, at the crossroad with the station road. So that's why you choose it, but it's not A. Because after that he said, but we are planning to have another set of at the other end of the school road junction, which is letter E. So it's not this side, it's on the opposite side. So this is the answer to the first one. I hope that you get it correctly. You get E. And you may be fooled if you choose A. Okay, now let's go to the second one. The second one is, I guess, is easy. So I guess that you may answer this correctly, which is D. When they asked about, what's the second point that they asked about?
Pedestrian crossing.
Yes, it's the pedestrian crossing. So it's a place where people can cross. Where did they find it, or where are they going to put it? We decided and definitely need a pedestrian crossing. We consider putting this on the school road, just outside the school. This is very fooling. They fooled you. It's not here. But in the end, we decided we could lead a lot of traffic congestion. So we decided to locate it in the high street, crossing the road in front of the supermarket, which is letter D. So he gave you a solution. He gave you something. He tells you, we can do such and such. So when you hear this, he chooses it. Right after that, they say, no, it's not a good idea. We have a better idea. And this will be the answer. So pay attention to this. Sometimes they mention the wrong idea, then the correct one, or they mention the correct idea, then the wrong one. So that's why you have to stay focused. You stay on track. So Iman, you have to improve your concentration span.
Okay.
And I would like you to tell me.
Number 16.
Yes.
Parking allowed. Parking
yes.
allowed.
Now, where can people park their cars? Give me a place. Here, at the same time, he mentioned two places. We're proposing some change to parking. At present, parking isn't allowed on the high street outside the library. But we're going to change that. Look here. That's why Imam, because you attended many sessions, like the 3 sessions with us, every day we say you have to be
focus and focus and concentrated.
A word with P.
Pay attention.
Patient. You have to be patient.
Patient. That's right.
Don't be in a hurry. because if you are in a hurry, you lose too much. So he's giving you one answer. People, the people that are in a hurry will say, okay, he mentioned this, I choose it. And he gives himself a relaxation period. He's not going to listen again because the mind, your brain found out the answer. So he doesn't have to bother himself listening too much talk about nothing. So they say, at present we park here, but we're going to change this and we're going to park next to change this and allow parking there, not at the other end of the canal. So the answer is B. The answer is B. Okay, now number 17.
Number 17, new no parking sign.
Yes. Look how the word is easy. And look at number 17. Look at number 17. I have no green square rectangle. So, which means that the answer is extremely easy and it's the only one that was mentioned, but I'm very frustrated. I'm disappointed. I couldn't answer 14, 15, 16. That's why I'm totally lost. Right, man, or am I wrong?
Very right بصراحة مستر. كله غلط.
Yes, I know. That's easy. This is your first time to do the map. The map is awful. It's like hell. It's
very hard.
Easy. But this is my answer. Do you know, can you, we have Azza and Iman. Can you answer my question? Why have I found 14, 15, 16 so difficult, while 17, 18, 19, 20 will be much easier? Can you tell me why?
I think because they are direct, because they are direct to the point.
What made them direct ones?
I don't know.
Okay, Azza, can you give us an answer?
When we focus on
yes, go on.
We pay attention and be patient.
Do you know why? For my answer, or if you're going to ask me, I found difficulty, the level of difficulty very high in the first three because I haven't controlled the map. I didn't master the map. I don't know where is which. But in 17, 18, 19, I got used to the system and I answered 3 ones correctly or 2 ones correctly. So I know where is the school, I know where is the supermarket. This is the key. If you're going to master answering the question of the map, you have to know where is every place. You have to know where is the school, where is the supermarket, how can you go there. So by the way, this is one of the easiest maps you're going to meet, because in other map questions, they give you directions. They say, I would like you to walk along this road, it's on the right, it's not on the left. Can you see this? This is much more difficult than what we're saying now. Okay? So pay attention, and this is your first map question, so mistakes are welcomed. There is no wrong idea about this. So 17 was so easy because it said they knew. Now let's go to 18. What are we looking at in 18?
18 new disabled parking spaces.
Yes, perfect. So by the way, we may log out and we come back again with the same link directly.
Okay.
So here they are trying to offer some places for the disabled. I know that.
Mr. Excuse me, number 17. Which letter, please?
G, new.
Okay.
So the place is G. By the way, Iman, you should have done something. I sent you the questions and I sent you the answer sheet. You should have go to the place where you answered. You have the answer C, but the correct answer is G. You don't cross the C. You just make an arrow saying G and you tick it. So that you know that you chose C, but the correct answer is G. Now you get the question sheet and you look, what drove you to choose C? And why is G correct? This is how you're going to learn how to answer the exam. You said that you're doing the test, right, Iman?
Yes, of course.
So this is how you're going to master answering questions. When you know why did you choose this wrong answer, and why didn't you pay attention that the correct answer is G. So you have to make comparison.
Okay.
Fine?
Okay.
Did you get my point?
Okay.
Great.
Okay. Yes, of course. Thank you.
Welcome. So number 18 is about the disabled. We need to find some place for the disabled. If you're living in Egypt, this will be somehow strange because we don't have places for normal people to have places for the disabled, but in every other place there is an assigned place for the disabled to park, and you can never park if you're a sound person. You're going to be fine. So for number 18, which is the disabled, there is some confusion concerning this. As far as disabled drivers are concerned, they say we do care about them. At present, they have parking outside the supermarket. Your mind is busy. Why is it busy? Because it's looking at a very narrow part. You only would like to hear a place. That's why you're not going to listen to the word at present. Because you just want a place. You ordered your mind to look for a place. But if you follow our instructions, I said you have to look for the meaning. If you look for the meaning, you're not going to pursue words. That's why I don't think that you have the word at present if you're choosing the supermarket. So at present, they park next to the supermarket. But lorries also use those spaces. Why is the supermarket a wrong place for them? Because this is where the lorries go back and forth. So we've got 2 new disabled parking spaces on the side road towards the bank. So they chose the one next to the bank, which is letter C, I guess. Letter C. So this is where the bank is. However, he said, it's not ideal. Listen, this place is not the best one. It's not ideal, but probably better than the present arrangement. So we got here for 18, 19, 20 are so easy. 19.
Widened pavements, number 19.
Yes. So we plan to widen the pavement. The pavement is this much. No, I'm going to make it bigger. We think we can manage to get an extra half meter of the road just before this we get to the school on the same side of the road. It's H, and 20, the last and the easiest one. 20, we've introduced new restrictions on the loading and uploading of the supermarket. So lorries will be allowed to stop there before 8 a.m. on the supermarket road, which is I, and it's next to the supermarket, of course, because this is where they are going to load and upload.
ممكن أقول دلوقتي الله أكبر أول واحدة صح.
Excellent. MashaAllah. Perfect, Iman. Inshallah, you're going to get more correct ones.
Inshallah.
This was a great experience, and I'm very happy that you did it. I'm very happy that you were confused, because now we feel that there is a problem concerning the map. Next map will be a lot more careful.
Inshallah.
And I hope that things goes well.
Inshallah.
Things go well, inshallah. Now we go to section number 3. Section 2 was extremely difficult. That's why section 3 will be less difficult. Although in the previous times, Azza, we say that section 3 is the most difficult one. But because we have the map, section 3 is a bit easy. So we start at 21.
Okay, 21. Why
from
is Jack
21 to
interested?
25 is one part. And I guess that you have like maximum 1 mistake. If you have 2, this is okay. But if you have more than 2, then there is something wrong.
Okay, I read the 21.
Yes.
Why is Jack interested in investigating seed germination?
Yes. Why is he interested in investigating this? Why? You have 3 options. And I guess that he mentioned the 3 options here. That's why Emma is telling him, Okay, any particular reason? Why are you going to study this? And he's telling her the answer. She offered him one idea. I know you're hoping to work in a plant science eventually. So this is the career. This is answer B, I guess, as I can remember. This is answer B when they mentioned
Yes, of course.
career.
That's right. Yes.
And he said, yeah. He said, yeah. So if you are impatient, what you're doing, you choose B. But it's not B. You left me talking to myself. I only paid attention when I said, Iman, tell me the question, and he didn't answer, so I said that.
Okay, I'm here.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, welcome. Welcome, Mr. Hassim. Allah يخليك.
Thank you, Iman. So let's repeat that part. Let's repeat the part because I don't think you heard anything concerning part 3. So where is we share our screen? There, here, yes, here. So what we're saying is that that the first one is the most difficult one, by the way, in the whole exercise or the whole section. In the first part, as you see, there are no the green boxes are very few because it's never confusing. And the first one, they mentioned every choice. They mentioned all the choices. That's why it's very confusing. But at the end of the day, we choose the answer to be A, right? Is it A or C?
C.
C. Okay. So the answer is C. You may choose A. You may choose A because they confuse you concerning the module thing. They said here is a module of it. So that's why you may choose A. And we said that you choose B because they mentioned the career thing. It's not A, not B, it's C. Now, okay. 22, 23, 24, 25 is direct, straightforward. So easy, so we're not going, I guess that you didn't make mistakes here. In 22, we understood it. We understood that. They didn't mention the other options, but it was so easy because they said, okay, we'd need to allow time for the seeds to come up. That should be fine if we start now. A lot of other possible experiments need quite a bit longer. So they told you, why did they choose this plant, right?
Yes.
That's why he said that because of the time allowed for us to do so. So number 23, the answer is B. Choose B.
Number 22, P or C?
C.
Okay.
23 is B. So 23, what was the question?
23, what do they decide to check their with their tutor?
Yes, they need to talk to their tutor, their teacher. They need to talk to him. Why? Or to her. Why? Because they said it make a good one to choose, and we need to be sure that we're the only ones doing it. That's why they are going to talk to their tutor, so that they didn't find that like 7 or 8 other groups have chosen the same project. Now for 24, the answer is C here, but it's a bit confusing. He said, did you read the book on the seed germination on your reading list? The ones by Graves? I looked through it for my last experiment. I thought it wasn't all that relevant there. Here they mentioned the word relevant in one of the choices, but I don't remember which one.
Yes, number B.
B, but it's not B.
Yes.
Here he said, I thought it wasn't all that relevant. It would be for the experiment though. It's not much relevant to the topic, but it still go for that. I found it quite hard to follow. lots about the theory. So the answer is C, which
Number
is
C.
it's theoretical. It's more of a theoretical one. So can you see the confusion? They give you one part which is it's irrelevant. That's why if you're not focused, if you're not patient, these are the two keywords that if you have them, you control the listening, the whole listening one, and the reading as well, because reading and listening go parallel together. Okay, so now the last one, which is 25, it's so easy. As you can see, there is no confusion at all. In 25, the answer is B, which is his analysis of figures comparing the times of the fires of the proportion of seeds that germinated was done in a lot of detail, which is the answer is B, which is thorough, I think, or something very accurate, right? Amen?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now we go to the second part. The second part is the box in which you have A, B, C, D, E with one word, and you have to fill this in. This is this is extremely easy, but somehow it's a bit difficult and confusing. So I expect that you may make some mistakes, like 2 mistakes in that part, because of the confusion of the type of question. You didn't expect this to happen. You expect that you're going to meet some choices, A, B, C, and you choose of them, and they talk. But this part is so easy, and the type of question itself is strange. So if you made mistakes, this is because of this part only. So let's go. In 26, it was so easy. I just highlighted the word sorts. And sorts in blue, and blue here means this is a synonym, because he said sorts, and in the question type, or they said types, right? In the question sheet, they said types.
Yes.
And here we have sorts. And we know that we highlighted the idea of using synonyms and using different structures. So I guess that, inshallah, it went well, and you choose the word sorts. Okay. So 27, it's so easy. They said that how much it weighs, which is weight, and also measures its dimensions. But the green box concerning this part may be somehow confusing. So if you listen and you were about to choose weight, you heard the way the sentence measures its dimensions, you were very confused, and you said, oh, what is dimensions? And you kept looking for the word dimensions or something related to this till you lost your concentration, and maybe you lost 28 because of this. If you did so, 28 was so easy, because they said, and also need to decide how deep we're going to plan. So that's so easy, 28.
Depth.
If you heard it, you got it correctly. 29 and 30 are somehow confusing, somehow. In 29, they said, okay, so then we get planting. Do you think we can plant several seeds together in the same plant pot? The same one?
Container.
Yeah. He said, no, I think we need a different one for each seed. They didn't say the word container. They didn't say it. It's letter A. But they said that, can we plant them together? No, we need a different one for each one. Something that you have to understand. So we said that it's based on understanding. So the title of the IELTS exam is understanding. And its 2 main pillars is being focused and being patient. These are the 3 most important ideas about the exam. And let's go to the last one. Then we see yes. Huh?
After about 3 weeks, record the plant.
Yes. Phase. And write down how they have grown. So the answer is E, but I guess that some of you may have chosen D. Maybe, I don't know. Now section 4, the section that we love the most, because it's
Mr. Hussein, number 30, it's height.
E. Height. It's yes, E.
Okay.
Height is E, right? or?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay.
I said you may confuse it and choose D.
No, it's okay.
Okay. So what makes section 4 easy and likable by us? It's even if you lost concentration, you may come back and answer some points. You don't lose it all. Although they say that this is the most difficult one, but it's the longest one. MashaAllah, we have 5 out of 5 and 6 out of 6 here, Imam, MashaAllah.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
That's why I say it's not.
I lost the map totally.
Okay, fine.
Allah.
Yes, this is expected. The map is off.
Yes,
But
okay.
inshallah, next time you're going to control it, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So we go here for section 4.
Okay.
In section 4, you go to 31. 31. I guess that you may make a spelling mistake. You wrote the word crow in the wrong spelling, I guess, if you made this. But it's so easy, because they said one species which is well known as being highly adaptable is the crow. So here, C-R-O-W. If you wrote C-R-E-W, which is the other crow, or people working on a ship or something, it's wrong, because the misspelling words are counted as wrong. And the next one is the pigeon. And in the pigeon question, the word is cliffs. I hope that you get this correctly, because you may lost concentration and you choose any other idea like beaches, or you choose something different, city buildings maybe. So the answer is cliffs, because they're talking about the city building walls. They are not talking about the pigeon. Can you see the trick? They said the pigeon, but they didn't talk about the pigeon. They talked about the city building walls. They likened it to the cliffs of the sea, on the sea. Okay, so have you mistaken this, or it was correct?
Correct.
Great. And what about Azza?
Mistake.
Yes. Okay. So this is fine. Now we go to number 33. Speed. It was so easy. We didn't need to say much about this. It was so easy. Number 34. Easy. If you wrote brains, both go correctly. And I don't think that you made a mistake concerning this. I hope that you didn't make one. If you made it, just tell me. So 33, 34 are extremely easy. Nothing wrong about that. Am I correct?
33, what's the answer, please, mister?
Speed.
Speed?
Yes. Yeah.
It's wrong for me. It's wrong.
What did you write?
I made it wrong. No, I made it wrong.
What did you write?
Adaptation.
So read the question, read the sentence, sorry.
Okay, and number 33, in fact, many urban animals are adapting with unusual space.
Yes, okay. So the part that you have is, and one thing that researchers are finding especially interesting is the speed.
Yes, okay.
Speed with which they are doing this.
Okay.
So number 35, we go for 35. It's food, but it's somehow, it wasn't that clear. It wasn't that clear, but it's easy. So Snellrood thinks that the change might reflect in the cognitive demands of adjusting to city life. Some people may choose city life because of their limitation to the answer. They don't know what they are looking for, but the answer is food. Number 36, 36, you may choose the word blackbirds because you didn't read the sentence well, but the answer is behavior. Whether you write this in American spelling, I-O-R, or British spelling, I-O-U-R, both are correct. So there is no difference if you wrote the American spelling in the exam. And number 37 was the easiest in the whole test, which is anything new or new. Number 38, they go for the word stress, I guess. because he's found when they are under stress. When they are under stress. So this is the answer. And 39 and 40 are.
Excuse me, Mr. Number 38. He found that some animals respond to stress or respond to urban environment.
So read the question. He found that animals respond to.
He found, yes, space.
Read the sentence in the question.
He found that some animals respond to space by producing lower levels of hormones.
Okay, so here, what's your answer?
Urban environment.
Environment?
Urban environment.
Urban environment? Okay.
Yes.
So he didn't mention that part in the whole here. Here, he's looking at how a range of animals respond to urban environment. This is the topic that we're studying, Iman. This is the topic we're studying.
Okay.
So he would like to register the response of the animals living in the environment. He's found that when they are under stress, they do.
Yes, actually, at first I put stress, but after listening carefully, I put urban environment. Okay, that's right. Okay.
So,
okay, Mister.
Hey, this is the urban environment is the environment where they are studying the animals.
Okay.
Why the animal change their behavior is because they are under stress.
Okay, that's right. Okay.
That's why, Iman, I said that people don't know what are they looking for. This is why you choose environment. But we're asking about the reason. Okay?
Okay.
39 and 40 are the easiest of all, because 39 that they said that environment, and they have found that a routine part of their communication is carried out by their tails. They use their tails to communicate. Some people may write the word waving, but it's not correct.
Okay.
For 40, number 40, it's permanent. It's so easy, and they said it clearly. One possibility is that we may see completely new species developing in cities, but on the other hand, it's possible that not all of these adaptations will be permanent. They don't last for long. So here, we're done with the test. It was a thrilling experience. We have got some new ideas. We have experienced the map, which is the most difficult question for me.
Okay. Yes, of course, for us also.
Yes. Hello, Asma. Asma has just joined us, but we're finished because we have covered the whole test. So I would like you now to tell me what new things did you learn today?
Actually, about the maps. Also,
how can I
wanna
ask
you something. Sorry?
How can I answer the map question?
Put myself in the center of the map. Look at the east, west, north, south, and read and listen to the information carefully.
Yes.
Till the end. Till the end.
Perfect, Iman. But you don't center yourself in the middle. You just look for a starting point.
Okay.
And, I expect the starting point, and the man in the listening in the conversation will confirm it. So there must be a starting point if they are going to give me directions. Okay.
Okay.
In the case of today's map, they didn't tell you to start from this point. He was just talking. Yes. That's why we're going to divide the map into 4 parts. We know that the school is on the top right, while the supermarket is on the bottom right. And there is the bank. Here is I know that everything. I know all the places. That's why I can easily choose the answers.
Okay.
So
I want to ask you something, Mr. Hussein. Actually, I listened to the information or the audio about 3 times. That's okay or not? Okay.
I was about to tell you this, but I would send you in private, because I said that you said that like 2 questions before. You said in the beginning I choose the word, I don't remember, I choose the word stress, but when I listened carefully, I changed it into environment. Iman, you're doing the test, you listen only once. You listen only once. You have to put yourself in the same conditions. You know that the previous round that were with me last month, they did the exam in front of me. So we have in the beginning of the session, we have the exam. They do it, then we correct or we comment on that. But in your case, because of the problem with my laptop, I just give you everything, and because of also that we have like only you who is going to do the test. I don't know anyone else. So okay, Azza, I would like you to tell Asma something that you learned today.
Okay, today I learned how to answer, how to be focused on the information. Also, I learned how to be patient when I listen to the recorder or the conversation. Number 3, try to understand not all the information, but some information to how can I answer? How can I find the answer?
Okay, so our main goal, our very important point is that we need to be patient. We need to stay focused so that we can get the right answer, because sometimes they mention the 3 choices. And if you're not patient, you're going to lose it. I would like you to stick to the rules. You listen only one time. You don't repeat anything. If you heard this is fine. If you didn't hear, it's your mistake. That's why I advise Iman to go back and do the 3 sessions that we did together. I guess that Mrs. Shaima gave you 2 sessions. So feel free to repeat. Every day you repeat the same exam. You have only 30 minutes for the listening exam. So 30 minutes every day. You do quiz 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 with Shaima. 1, 2, 3 with Hussein. So you have 5 days. Every day you do an exam. And now I'm going to send, inshallah, after the session, I'm going to send you some more exams for practice. Feel free to do them, but in the meantime, you don't spend more than 30 minutes and you listen only one.
Mr. Hussein, you mean that I repeat what we have in the 3 sessions?
Everything. In the 5 sessions.
Really?
The 3,
really?
Yes, the 3 that I gave you, and the 2 that Shaima has given you, or had given you. So why I ask you to do the exam again? Because
yes, please. Why?
You didn't stick to the time. You took more than 30 minutes. You listened more than once. This is an option that your ear is used to now, but that won't be available during the exam, during the test. You have to listen only once. Okay. So it was nice to see you today. I hope that you got some benefits.
It's our pleasure and our honor, wallahi.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you again, inshallah, next week, next Friday at 1. Assalamu alaikum.
إن شاء الله. شكرا. مع ألف سلامة. تفضل حضرتك. مع السلامة.